Oh man, nice of you to join us this pod, Henny.
Sometimes you just need a break. You feel me?
Need a break from you. You was on vacation. You was on vacation.
I definitely was on vacation. I went to Mexico, and you know what I got?
Yeah.
A Knicks colored Luchorime mask. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
I don't read no comments. I don't care what they say. Time and place, we can talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out here. I done wasted some greatness just sitting there trying to think about it. I go try my ring, give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pig, rolling with me, gon' be low key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking, eyes on podium. No one should be talking, keep your eyes on the podium.
Yes. The man is staying put. I got the damn. The man is staying put. KD staying put, man. How we feel about that, man?
Well,
Also,
first of all,
Henny.
I want to say my name is Henderson. Welcome to episode 12. I think that's good. I think he should stay. I mean, anywhere he got traded to, they would have asked for too much stuff, and they wouldn't have been no team, and then he'd have been square one, right, trying to figure it out, asking people to come or demanding another trade.
Valid. I mean, I think it was even crazy for him to ask for a trade. If you ask me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, boy. I was crazy. You said what, Chris?
I said, yeah. I mean, I totally agree. I feel like Kevin Durant has gotten everything he has asked for from the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, you came there, you brought over Kyrie Irving,
right?
Cool, but you also made the Nets take on DeAndre Jordan, who was not even a shell of himself of what he was in the past. You made him take him on, which was a waste of roster space.
Right.
You signed off on the head coach. You signed off on bringing James Harden.
Right.
The Brooklyn Nets have given you every single thing that you wanted, and I feel like even if he did request, well, he did request a trade, but
yeah,
there was no way or no scenario this was going to work out. Like, why would any team want to take on his contract, right, which has 5 years left on it?
4,
and then you have to worry, huh?
4 years.
4 years left on his contract, and then you have to worry about his mood and when he's just ready to be out, and then all of a sudden he requests a trade. Right. Mind you, he's probably gonna go to a team like Henny said, who's probably not even gonna be formidable because they just got rid of their whole team to get you.
Right. Yeah. You got to gut your team to get KD. What's the point?
Right. Yeah. At that point, what is KD really working with?
I know
you got KD trying to do it all, and you're gonna be trying to find a spot in the play-in, if that.
I know what Tone keeps saying. Josiah working with employee.
I mean, my thing with this, I think Josiah accidentally saved the NBA. He's giving a voice back to the owners and making sure that these players understand you guys are just employees, right? They cut the checks, you guys show up and play for the entertainment of the fans.
Right.
And that's it. It's no more this, hey, I want to go here, do what I say, fire the coach. Negative. I do what I want to do. Either you comply or you don't get paid. So I'm actually happy. I'm actually happy with the outcome. I predicted this a few weeks ago, so it's a line with what I thought was going to happen. And now we get to see Brooklyn Nets squad come back and be competitive. So good for the NBA.
You think this saved the NBA? You think the NBA was going in a different direction if they would have allowed this to happen, Henny?
I think so. I agree with Tony. It might have been a big thing, and now not people of KD's caliber. Imagine people not KD's caliber asking for a trade. You know, so it does show that the employee-employer relationship is stronger than ever once the owner got his way. Instead, he got to keep KD, keep staying coaching staff, and running it back up. So I agree. I agree with Tony.
I can't. This massive.
Take me serious, please. Take me serious.
It's your top.
You gotta
lip
go to a
me.
Knicks game of that. You gotta go to a Knicks game of that.
Look at his nose and top lip connection.
He got no top lip.
God.
Please, thank you, Tony, for taking me serious.
Oh
Appreciate
my
it.
God. Oh man.
I got props for days, man. I got props for days.
Oh my God. This guy is
I
killing
got
me.
props for days. I don't put anything back. Yes.
So I got another question, man. So like where does Brooklyn Nets finish in the East? Now that we got KD, he's staying put. He's not going nowhere.
I want to hear Tony's opinion because he spoke highly of this team. I want to hear Tony.
But he had 76ers.
He did
the number one.
That he also talked about Brooklyn as well. This is before the trade.
Brooklyn is gonna be a top 3 team in the East for sure. This is just cemented that they got arguably the second best number 1 player in the league. You got KD, Ben Simmons looks like he's gonna be starting the season, starting training camp. So that's good. They're gonna be a tough out. You know, I can't think of a lot of teams that's gonna be able to knock off Kevin Durant by himself. You giving them Kyrie, you giving them with a all defensive player and Ben Simmons. Joe Harris is coming back. They still got the sharpshooter and Seth Curry and Patty Mills. I think they're in a good spot. They're in a good spot. I expect a lot from this team. I'll definitely be tuning into some games now that I know KD's staying.
True. So Chris, what's the over and under you think? Like how many games do you think they win in here?
I think Brooklyn will be they got to win at least 55 games. At least 55, 57. I think around 55, 57 games. 57 games next year. 57 games. I think with the addition of Ben Simmons, it brings so much to that team. They lacked perimeter defense last year. They lacked defense in general. And Ben Simmons could damn near guard all 5 positions. So bringing him just takes this Brooklyn Nets team to whole new heights. So I feel like they're going to be special next year. You got Joe Harris coming back. You signed Royce O'Neal. You have TJ Warren. They also got over there now too. If he's going to be healthy, he was special before he got hurt too. He was on a tear. You know, so yeah. So
you
brought
see
in some
what Sean
defensive-
Marks trying to do, right? I mean, Sean Marks is like, all right, let's get some defense. Let's bring some defense in.
Defensive assets. You got the scoring.
Absolutely.
2 of the best scorers in the NBA. You got them both. 2 of the most skillful scorers in the NBA.
And you got
2
one
guys that you could just give it to. Here you go. Go give me a bucket. They could do it. You got
now
you just added that defense.
Ben Simmons.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You also have a guy who can facilitate. Kyrie is it's not shy to playing off the ball at all.
True.
We've seen him do it winning an NBA championship.
True.
Right.
You know, so I think they're gonna be special. If they could get it together put all the drama aside, come in and focus and be ready. And I'm hoping that they have that mindset. Like, I'm hoping they have that mindset. Like, I know they hear all the noise.
Right.
Yeah.
They want to come in and shut all of that down. How you feel about it, my man HB? How you feel about it? I want to hear your take.
I think they're gonna be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Ooh. Against
I
who?
know I'm a big Knicks fan, and I think they're gonna
That's
be
what I
in
was
the
about to ask
Eastern
you.
Finals.
Blasphemy. You
against- is
see
it
the
against the
colors. You see the
Is it
colors.
Is it against the Knicks though?
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah,
Could you
I can.
imagine,
Oh my goodness, boy! All they got to do is cross a bridge.
bro? The
That would be
Knicks
nuts.
versus Brooklyn in the Eastern Conference Finals. Could you imagine?
That would be
That would be
epic.
nuts.
That
I-
would be nuts.
I personally don't think that the Nets are going that far.
How do you think they're going?
They are so talented that you forget they are not coached well at all. They got beat because of coaching. They lost because of coaching. They lose because of talent. They had it.
That's true.
They lost because of coaching, and with Nash still being there, KD has been in the league for quite a while, and he chose either Nash or him. You don't hear that unless a player of his caliber knows what he's talking about.
Right.
Look, LeBron. You remember the dude that came from overseas that first year?
David Black.
Yeah. What happened to him? LeBron knew he couldn't coach. Got him out of there. And it's the same thing with KD. Same thing. He knows basketball.
Yeah.
And he knows what it takes to be a player and how to be coached.
Right.
So he knows something. And with Nash still being the coach, I think they're talented enough to get that 50 wins. I don't think they get out of the first, depending on who they play, they will severely be outcoached. There's a lot of good coaches in the East.
I mean, I think that's probably what it's gonna come down to, the coaching. Like you got, I mean, why wouldn't you listen to your best player and that he's saying like he's not the right coach?
Exactly.
So that's one of my things about the drama. Like it's like coming in to training camp, you gotta look Steve Nash in the face,
Yeah.
knowing you wanted him out of there.
Yeah.
Like,
and you got him there.
Be professionals.
Here's the thing though.
Yeah.
They only played like 40 games together in 2 seasons. So
That's how talented they are.
I don't think
Still made the playoffs.
Understood, but how do you direct who to blames to? Steve Nash hasn't had a whole roster to even show what he can do as a coach. When he got the job, he thought he was getting a job with KD and Kyrie.
That's true.
He got the job and had pretty much Kyrie part-time.
Correct.
And KD was hurt. He was coming off an injury.
That's true.
And Kyrie couldn't even practice now. Think about
Good
it.
coaches make adjustments. Look what Ty Lue did with what he had.
I mean, Ty Lue's being talked about as the best coach in the game.
Oh.
Wait. But let's elaborate on that. What did Ty Lue do with what he had?
Made the play-in.
What did
You talking about with the
Steve
Clippers?
Nash do?
You talking about with the Clippers?
I'm talking about with the Clippers.
I know. What did Steve Nash do?
Watch KD go off.
No, they were in the playoffs too. They were in the playoffs.
Yeah, and he watched KD go off. Guess what?
Oh, okay. No, we were talking like Ty Lue did something extravagant versus.
Yeah, they were supposed to be in the lottery. They went to the play-in. That was amazing for the talent they had.
And they got bumped out the play-in too.
Yeah. That's still good.
Yeah.
I think if Ty Lue was there, they would have definitely.
They wanted Ty Lue at the coach. There was reports saying that KD and Steve Nash. I mean, it's KD and Steve Nash. KD and Kyrie wanted Tyronn Lue as their coach.
I mean, look, I don't think they would have got. I know they wouldn't have got swept. They would have at least won one. Now beating them, I don't know, and I wouldn't put it past Ty Lue to figure it out.
I mean, all right, so they finished 7th, right, last season.
Mm-hmm.
Where do they finish? Where do they finish this season, Henny?
Nets or the Clippers?
Yeah.
Nets. If everybody saying that the roster is everybody healthy and everybody play and nothing is going on, top 3, definitely top 3. They have the talent. They have the talent.
Give us a number.
Yeah, y'all keep doing this. Save top 3, top this.
2. I seen James Harden working out. I agree with Tony. Man, that boy just threw some cake off the his birthday cake off the boat.
Off a boat.
All he do is birthday cake, seven layer cake. They gave it to him. He threw it right off the boat.
For real?
Working out, skinny and everything. Then he taking it serious. Full year, full season. Best big man. Top 5 2 guard.
Yeah.
Let's see what I think they at number 1 and 76 is healthy. I mean, Nets healthy, they'll be 2.
So do you think if, let's say, Brooklyn first 20 games they start? Well, better question: does Steve Nash have the hottest seat in the NBA as far as coaching goes? Like, does he have one of the hottest seats?
No.
No, Tony.
Nah, it's impossible. The owner just told you that your job is safe.
I'm saying, but if they start the first 20 games 10 and 10, or even like 12 and 8, it's possible. They talking about playing Ben Simmons at the 5.
It's the thing. Who's available to replace him?
Replace who? Steve Nash?
Steve Nash. Yeah.
Mark Jackson.
Anybody?
Mark Jackson doesn't. No. Mark Jackson.
I won't put Mark Jackson there.
Yeah, he's.
There's a lot of coaches. There's a lot of coaches that probably.
Yeah, there's a lot of coaches. Even on their bench.
Yeah, but listen, Ime Udoka was on their bench last season.
Yeah.
He was on their bench last season.
Yep.
I just think it's not fair, because if you put Ime Udoka in the same situation, you make it the same outcome. You can't judge coaches on teams where they don't have their entire team. You remember Phil Jackson asked.
But he's saying if they start off bad,
it's like when Steve Kerr told Phil Jackson, no, I don't want to coach the Knicks. If I got the option to go to Golden State and what I got over there. The Knicks had a pretty good team. They were all right when Steve got offered that job. But
Phil Jackson was telling people you got to run the triangle. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's like no, I want to run my team how I want to, and I want to have a full roster. Right. Steve Nash hasn't had a full roster yet.
He hasn't had a full roster, really, right? He has a lot of drama, right? But at the same time, it's clearly that it's not being. Like he was saying on the press conference, oh, James Harden, everything's all good. My guy gets traded 1 hour later. Like, it's clear he don't really got control over the locker room.
Tyronn Lue coached the Cavs. Trade deadline, they got a whole new roster. Went to the finals.
Yep. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
You have KD and Kyrie. I don't want to hear it.
Boy packed up the whole locker room.
You make adjustments with what you have if you're a good coach, and I don't think he's a good coach at all. And KD knows that. That's why he said him or me. There's a reason KD said this.
Well,
there's absolutely a reason. Kyrie's having practices. Kyrie's having practices after practice.
I mean, I also feel like
that's crazy.
I also feel like, again, like they didn't have much on their roster to be able to do much. Like, you had to have Kevin Durant dribble the ball up the floor. You had to make Kevin Durant play make.
Right.
It's hard to win like that, especially against a good defense. Like, all the focus was going at Kevin Durant the entire series. Like, Kevin Durant had the ball every possession down the floor. Like, KD's getting the ball. You know he's going to get in an isolation situation. You know he's not coming off pin downs. He's not really coming off screens. They're just isolating him on one side, which does come down to coaching. But it's what else can you really do? Because
everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. You don't have off ball screens. You don't have motion plays. I have a motion play, and I only play 2K. That's the only coaching I do. I have motion plays.
Right. But I'm saying it also comes down to who's on your team. Other players, are you really that good to be a decoy? Right? Can you really be there for me to really think you're a threat to get KD open? Nah, I'm gonna leave you, and I'm gonna still double KD.
You hit 2 shots, that changes the defense immediately.
Right, but who do they have to hit those shots?
I have Patty Mills. They can set some ball screens. He could bring the ball up. You know, There's ways they could have gotten.
Everybody was struggling though. It wasn't like it was just KD.
I agree, but when you're struggling and you just sit there and watch KD, that's bad coaching. That's it. Everybody, yes, I agree. Everybody was struggling, but you're gonna struggle even more when you do what the defense wants you to do is stand there. That's what they did. They got KD. They ran one play, got KD the ball. The final play was 10 seconds.
I mean, but you want him to be in that position if anybody's in that position.
Yeah, and I want him to have an option B, C. He did not have that.
This year, but if everybody else is struggling, how can KD get easier shots?
So now this year they got
not stand there.
Okay. So this year they're gonna bring Joe Harris back. Royce O'Neal's there. Patty Mills will be there. Ben Simmons is there. My thing is
Ben Simmons brings that playmaking aspect that KD can now be relieved from.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about
in the half court. What is he? I mean, in the half court, you kind of could just sag all the way out off of him. So my thing is this too.
Simmons?
Yeah.
Yo, Ben Simmons can shoot. That's the funny part. Ben Simmons can shoot. He just doesn't. It's not he can't shoot. He should be able
to get to the rim like Giannis.
Yeah. So because he doesn't, it doesn't matter.
Because nobody's sagging off.
Yeah, I agree.
Like that.
So I'm looking at their team. Like they have a really small team, right? They got no 7-footers. Their biggest person, their tallest person is Nick Claxton and Ben Simmons, who's 6'11", and you have KD.
And KD 7-footer.
7 foot, right? So, I mean, you got LaMarcus Aldridge. I don't know if he's coming back or whatever, but they don't have no size. They got a lot of guards. Cam Thomas. I just said
Patty Mills.
Royce O'Neal is 6'5" power forward. Come on. that can't be right, man. That can't be right.
Royce O'Neal's a 2-guard.
Let me ask you guys this: where did Steve Nash? Where was he before he went to Brooklyn?
He was in Golden State.
They have a power forward who doesn't shoot neither. You see how good they are, right?
Yeah, but that's not the same.
You think he's learned? You're not listening. You're talking without listening. They got a big man who can pass. He doesn't shoot. He rebounds and he initiates the offense. So Steve Nash has seen it before. He's seen KD play with players like that. He's seen KD play with people who could just put the ball in the bucket. Steph, Clay. Now we got Kyrie, and now we got a bunch of shooters around him. Again, give Steve Nash the opportunity to coach his full team. You'll see things happen. I don't think any of it's his fault. I really don't. He has the system. He's seen the system. We all say that Steve Kerr is a great coach, right?
So is this finals a bust for them?
No.
I don't have any expectations for this team.
No.
What?
I don't think it's going to work.
How could you not have high expectations for Kevin Durant?
So crazy.
First round, until they get a new coach, I don't have expectations for this team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So you get a new coach. You just think they washed.
You said what?
I agree. I agree with Tony. I think give Steve Nash a chance. He should be having his whole roster back.
Yep.
And let's see what he does with it before we judge and say he can't coach. Let's do that. Let's see what he does with a very, very formidable roster at this point. Now, coming back healthy, you have everyone playing home and away games. Yep. You don't have to worry about the COVID issues anymore. I don't know how the NBA is going to do it. I think the new protocol is I don't even think you have to.
I think Toronto's a little weird. I think Toronto.
Well, yeah, Toronto's different. Yeah, Toronto's different. But yeah, I don't know how it's going to be for the NBA, but I don't know if you got to quarantine anymore. But you don't have to deal with the Kyrie in and out, on and off. You have him there the whole year. So,
all right,
let's see what he does.
Real quick before we leave this topic, Chris, you got them. What do you got them at?
Two.
All right.
No, three. Sorry, three.
3 and Henny and Showtime got them at 2.
2.
All right.
I got them at 2.
All right.
Sounds like high expectations to me.
Wait, but I didn't hear what you.
KD,
I didn't hear what you had them at.
Kyrie.
I said 2.
You got them at 2 as well. Okay.
Very still talented enough to get by.
All right, man. Charles Barkley barking, man. Lead us off here, Chris. What he talking about, man?
So the quote says from Charles Barkley, but if you go back and look at his career as the best player and being the leader, that all goes with that. He's been an abject failure. So I don't agree with that. I feel like he did go to Golden State. He's playing with Steph Curry. He was the best player in both of those NBA finals. And he did not fail. And he won Finals MVP and won 2 NBA championships. So in that aspect, I don't understand what he means. On the leader side, I can more so understand what he means. But even still, a young KD in that tough Western Conference went to an NBA Finals before.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to say he's a failure.
You feel like he's being too harsh?
I kind of get what he's trying to say, but I think he is being a little too harsh. I think Chuck wants to see Kevin Durant be on a team that's not like he joined a really great team.
Yeah.
So from Chuck wants to see Kevin Durant win an NBA championship, being that guy, being the leader, and showing that he can take and carry not a great team to the NBA Finals and win.
Like what Steph did just now.
Right. Now what Steph just did, that's what he wants to see Kevin Durant do. Exactly. That was perfect. That is exactly what he wants to see. Right? Everybody was down Steph. Everybody said that he was never getting to another NBA Finals again. And he did it and won NBA Finals MVP for the whole world to see it. That's what he's waiting for Kevin Durant to do.
And the Magic Johnson trophy.
Because a lot of people feel that even when Kevin Durant was, they say he was the best player, but everybody says it's still Steph's team. Like, you could be the best player. This is still his team. As you can see, he's still there, still bringing chips.
I mean, they question his leadership, like KD leadership. You feel like he's a leader, Tony? You feel like he's a leader?
No, I don't. I agree with a few points that Chris hit, but I don't think KD's a leader, and I think that all does contribute into being one of the best players, right? When we're talking about being the best player, one-on-one, I think KD's probably the best player ever in basketball. Just one-on-one. He can do everything. He's 7 foot tall. But when we look at the whole package as a basketball player, leadership, your will to win, what you'll do to win, all that stuff matters. We've seen LeBron go from a young LeBron and struggle with that to now he's at the point where he controls everything. He's going to be the person that you blame and the person that you champion if you win. So in this situation, KD is, I think Chuck probably started the analogy of just being a bus driver on that team. He was there. He was in Golden State for 3 years, and we really discussed his highlights all in those 3 years. We don't talk about OKC anymore. We're definitely not talking about Brooklyn. He's just, I think we talk too highly on KD.
Think he's overrated?
I really do. Not overrated. I just think we put too much on his name. Too much on his name.
But that means he's overrated. That means you feel like that we give him too much credit as a basketball community. You don't feel like he deserves that credit. What you saying? Say it with your chest.
That's what Chuck is saying. He's a failure.
That's not what I. No. Yeah, what are you saying?
Yeah, I think we as a basketball community gives KD too much credit.
So he's overrated.
Absolutely. No, I'm not saying overrated. I think we give him too much credit.
I don't know what that means.
Too much credit to what? Like, what you mean?
I think you consider him to be a top 5 player
in the NBA right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you rank him higher than Steph Curry?
That's a tough question there.
Now, because it's a tough question, that's why I'm saying that I think we put too much respect on it.
That shouldn't be a tough question?
It shouldn't be a tough question. Why is it a tough
You're right.
question? He got swept in the first round. He won 2 Finals MVPs and 2 championships because of the man that I just mentioned. The man that I just mentioned just won an NBA championship and the Finals MVP without the guy that we're talking about. That I won't say overrated, but I think we put too much on his name.
We put too much on KD's name, for real.
It's too much. We put too much on him.
I love it, Tony. That was tough.
Yeah, that is tough. That is tough. He's absolutely right, and I understand what he's saying. I absolutely agree.
I understood what he was saying from the beginning. That's why I just stayed quiet.
I agree. I just needed some context.
Oh man. All right, man. Let's go here with it, man.
Spicy.
Lakers starting point guard.
Spicy.
Russell Westbrook. Patrick Beverly. What does this trade mean, man? What does this trade mean?
Let's start Rey Mysterio.
Ay, caramba. Go ahead. You want to start?
Go ahead, Ray.
Nah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ray. They call me Ray now.
Go ahead, Ray.
All right. So the Lakers starting point guard will be no other than LeBron James. Okay? It will always be LeBron James. It will always be LeBron James. Now, the next question is, who's backing him up? And my guess will be Patrick Beverly. No, he's not better than Russ. He's absolutely not better than Russ. But at what the Lakers need, with LeBron being your one guard, you need somebody who can go out there, defend, give the ball to LeBron, and stand in the corner and shoot them threes. Patrick Beverly is better at that. Russ is not. And Russ is way better than Patrick, but for what they need, Patrick is it. And LeBron is the starting point guard. And he needs Patrick in his corner.
I mean, I think all three of them going to play. I'm not saying. I think all three of them going to start. I think it's going to be Russell starting, Pat starting, LeBron starting, obviously, AD, and Reeves. The best shooting wing out of the rest. Who's it? Austin Reeves?
Austin Reeves.
Didn't I see that somewhere that he was gonna start? They say he was gonna start.
Yeah, they want him to start.
They sure did.
LeBron can't put that out.
LeBron can't put that out. I think that's the starting lineup.
So AD's playing the 5.
AD got to play the 5. LeBron the 4. Reeves the 3. Russell and Pat Bev. That backcourt. I'm tripping, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The starting point guard's got to be Russell Westbrook, right? We can't get ahead of ourselves and just be on recency bias here. Patrick Beverly got acquired by the Lakers, which is great. It's going to upgrade and help them defensively. But he's 34 years old. We saw this last year with the Lakers. Lakers signed a bunch of vets. They came in. They had names, but they didn't live up to it. Patrick Beverly is a dog. He's gonna be able to get in those guards. Like the Western Conference is full of guards: Damian Lillard, Steph Curry, Chris Paul. You put Patrick Beverly on them, you could kind of slow them down, neutralize them a little bit.
Yeah, you need that. Every team needs that. You
John
need
Morant.
one man to do that.
John Morant. Every team.
You just make it hard. He's not going to stop. He's going to make it hard for them. That's it.
Every team
go ahead.
needs that. I agree. I think every team needs that. But what this did show me is I felt like the Lakers could have probably got more from Utah. And the fact that they didn't, I don't know what the hell is happening in LA. To just pick up Patrick Beverly when you got Russell Westbrook, there's only 2 things I could think of. You're going to trade Russ, even though I don't think you should. You're going to trade Russ, or I was reading that, which I don't think this will happen, buy him out.
No, they're not going to do that.
I mean, think about it, though, Tone. Russ is 47 million expiring contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pat Bev is 13 million expiring contract.
Mm-hmm.
That's 60 million that they'll free up for next season.
Okay.
So I think
who else is a free agent next year?
Pat Bev.
No, Kyrie Irving. Keep going.
Oh, yeah, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie's a free agent next season. You can give him a lot of money. And then you can build around him with that, right? And you probably sign Pat Bev to back up Kyrie or play with Kyrie instead of having Russ.
No, that sounds
for the
good,
lower
but
for a lower price. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not, but you're freeing up $60 million in cap space. That's basically what I'm saying. Like Rob Pelinka just freed up $60 million in cap space. Yeah, you know you want to go get Jordan Clarkson. You want Mikal Beasley. But maybe they trade Russ for them. Like maybe that's what you were thinking. Like you can get more.
Yeah, no, I thought that you could just get more from Utah because it seemed like they were trying to sell everything. But again, you got to look at it in its entirety. A few weeks ago, we were talking about Kyrie going to the Lakers. They can't get Kyrie, so they go get Pat Bev.
Yeah, but they gonna get Kyrie next season because he can't get Kyrie right now. Pat Bev is a great defender, not a good defender, a great defender. And he's only not started one season in his career.
He also has a career of being injured, so he's not available frequently. That's something else that's very important. And you say all the time, availability is the best ability. He's not available all the time. So, just something to just keep in mind. I'm willing
to take that risk. You think, Chris? Because he makes noise on the bench too. I'm willing to take that risk.
So I think Russ is gonna start. I think Patrick Beverley is gonna do a lot for us, believe it or not. I feel like Patrick Beverley he's that vet that not only gets out there and does that dirty work, but he also does a lot for his teammates. He makes his teammates believe in them more than they believe in themselves. Yeah. Like he's gonna be the guy in your ear that's gonna let you know to keep going. He's gonna keep pushing you. I think he's gonna bring a lot more out of Russ, which is gonna make him have a really, really good year, a really good bounce back year from last year, along with the things that he does on the court. You know, again, like we said, he's gonna get in your face. He's gonna make it hard for anybody on the floor. Patrick Beverley is gonna be giving it his all when he's out there, 110%. So he's gassed. He gets his rest, gets recharged, and then he's coming back. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's gonna do a lot for the Lakers. I feel like Bron needs somebody like that in his corner, somebody who's gonna make everybody else a believer.
He's gonna hold everybody else accountable too.
He holds everybody accountable. Look what he just did over there with the Timberwolves. Granted, everybody was making fun of them when they won the playing game, you know, because they were like celebrating. But Pat Bev was one of the main reasons because he made everybody believe, like he made his teammates believe, like, yo, we could do this, yo, y'all are special players, like,
right,
you know what I'm saying, block out the noise and let's go get this money, right? I feel like he's gonna do a lot for Russ. He might not start right away, but I feel like they're gonna work it out where, you know, they're gonna just, you know, have some adjustments, work out some lineups, fix it around here and there, and I feel like Russ and Pat Bev might find themselves on the floor together, and if Russ gets after it on that defensive end, they're gonna have a lot of problems on those wings with those two playing defense in the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference, everywhere.
And look, Darvin Ham's motto is defense. So
right.
I agree with Chris. I can't see why there's no reason for Pat to be in the starting lineup along with Russ playing together. That
wait. He didn't say that. I said that. You mean you agree with Chris? I said that. He didn't say that.
I said that a while ago.
He said that.
You said that Pat Bev.
He said that they was gonna work it out to maybe both of them play together. So
they're gonna play together, but they're gonna start. I'm telling y'all, Pat Bev is going to be a starting guard.
So
but that's what I agree. I said he might not start right away.
I agree with
No. This is what I'm saying. He's starting right away. Okay. Pat Beverley and Russell Westbrook will be playing 30 minutes, 35 minutes a game together. That's gonna be your backcourt.
That's great.
That's not great.
Rapalinka need a new job mid-season. That roster, that just doesn't even make sense.
With
that roster,
that just doesn't make sense. Who's the shooter?
Pat Bev.
39%. Don't sleep on it.
What he shoot the year before that?
Don't matter. 39% as good as your last game.
You're right. It don't matter.
You're only as good as your last game.
Yep. Quote me.
That's
what
facts,
Henry used to
though.
say. He beat you in 2K.
The what?
So that's what Henry used to say when he beat you in 2K. If you beat him right before and then he beat you after, he'd be like, "You're only as good as your last game." Pat Bev is actually career 37% from three.
That's above average, league average.
Tough. What now, Tony?
And you know LeBron gonna make him better.
I don't got nothing to say about that.
You know LeBron gonna make him better.
No, LeBron gonna make him better. Yo, LeBron,
40%.
AD.
He shot 40% one year.
AD and Pat Bev
5.5 attempts
are the defenders. When closest to you, you shoot the lowest percentage. So that top 5 in that analytical stat, AD and Pat Bev is there. So you're gonna have AD like what Chris said, AD, Pat Bev, Russ. All right, man. All right. Let's just say they trade Russ. Where do you think he going? What do you think he going, Hetty?
Where am I? Me? I mean,
he said me.
Listen. I would go for the best. The best. If I'm the Lakers, I'm going for the best deal, which I think rumor has it is they give up 2 picks and a Russ for the Pacers, Buddy Hills, and Miles Turner. That's one of their best picks.
Picks?
Yeah, 2 picks. No, definitely worth it.
Definitely worth it. You agree? You agree with that, Chris?
2 first-round picks.
2 first-round picks and Miles Turner and 2 first-round picks, Miles Turner and Buddy Hield for Russell Westbrook. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Russell Westbrook and 2 first-round picks for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner.
Yeah.
Absolutely, without hesitation.
You guys are drunk.
And if I'm Russ, I would ask to go to the Spurs.
Yeah, I would get. Here's why: you get Miles Turner, right? AD will be ecstatic because he does not want to play the 5. He has made that known that he does not want to play the 5. So you get to push him over, and not only do you have a center, you have another rim protector,
and shooter,
and somebody else, right? And someone else,
corner sitter.
That can space the floor. Right?
Absolutely.
So I feel like, and if you bring Buddy Hield over, I don't know. Does he have a history of playing the 3 at all?
Nah, he's coming off the bench because he's been coming off the bench on the Kings. He's coming off the bench on the Pacers. He's coming off the bench.
He's not coming
and he plays good.
Why would he come off the bench? Him and Pat Bev?
I don't see him coming off the bench.
No, he's coming off the bench.
Buddy Hield will probably be their best shooter.
Right. Why would he come off the bench?
I don't see him coming off the bench. I don't see it. I don't see him coming off the bench.
I start Lonnie Walker and Pat Bev. Give me that.
Yeah, this guy thinks it's
I know he's sure.
Talking about Rob Pelinka Showtime, Tony. This guy over here. Don't let him know we in your franchise.
Yeah.
He averaged 16 points.
You'll do that trade, Tony? You'll trade 2 first-round picks and Russell Westbrook, who's an expiring contract of $47 million, for Miles Turner. And hold on. Let me finish.
Contracts.
Let me finish. No. Miles Turner's expiring contract?
Yes.
But what do you think, Tony? Would you do that?
Why do you think they're trying to move him?
Because he's not a part of our future.
Do that without even. I would do that with very little thought.
See?
Yeah.
You don't only want him.
He is an expiring contract.
I know. I just said that. Keep up.
So again, what would you do, brother?
If it don't work, goodbye. Space.
That's not the trade. That's not the trade.
Buddy Hill's expiring too.
Do that trade with Indiana, but I would like to see Russell in New York.
New York where?
Pass.
New York where?
On the Rangers.
I just gotta say this.
I don't know if they even want him.
It frustrates me. It frustrates me so much that you guys disrespect Russell Westbrook and James Harden like you do.
I just want to know
he
New York where.
Averaged 18, 7-7, and you have the audacity to tell me you wouldn't want him on the New York Knicks?
Knicks? Come on, baby. Come on.
No.
Yo, this
Stop.
is, you know what?
Stop.
I've learned something. The
Stop.
Knicks and the Laker fans, they're like the Cowboys. They're just delusional. They're just delusional. I don't get it.
He's
I don't get it.
in.
Oh my god.
Wow. So I'm supposed to just take 44%.
Who you think they're gonna want for Russ?
44%.
Buddy Hield's contract expires in 2024.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they stuck with one.
Say that again, Henny.
Who would they ask for Russ?
Give me Evan Fournier. Give me Evan Fournier and 2 picks.
No, absolutely not.
You talking about
This
Rob?
guy's crazy.
Okay.
This guy's crazy.
Get him out of here. This guy's
we
drunk.
just picked up a point guard.
Wow, what we
You want to
doing
give
with
up
it?
There's no player-
our best
there's-
shooter and 2 picks for another
what?
point guard
For what?
who's older?
There's no player on your team better than Russell Westbrook.
I agree with you.
So what are we talking about?
2 picks that can be.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Why
I'm
would
not doing
I?
that.
Why would I?
That-
Why would I?
That's 30 years I'm giving up for possibly
30 years?
first round picks. Yeah, they start at 18, have 15 years in the NBA. That's 30 years.
Okay.
All right. We'll go there.
Russ is expiring contract, so we'll have 1 year with him.
He's on a
Who
fast break
says
right now.
Who says he even signs back? So we just gave up 30 years for one.
This guy just
All right.
throwing up any shot. That was a Westbrook.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook fast break just now.
It was.
I don't know what just
It
happened.
was. It was.
But I agree with you about that.
Listen. If I'm like a team like the New York Knicks,
You're drunk.
man, I wouldn't be mad if he went back to Washington.
No. You wouldn't
Give
be
me
mad
Bradley
if he went
Beal
back
and
to
Russell
Washington?
Westbrook.
Dyson Daniels. Did
Give
he
me
draft
Bradley
him?
Beal and
Your man Dyson
and,
Daniels. You were so high on.
Yeah, you were so high on him.
Dyson. He got hurt.
Yeah,
He's
hurt
playing
already?
still. He's playing
Yeah,
still.
he hurt his foot. He hurt his foot.
But he's not out for the year.
Oh, no. He's not Chet. Yeah, he's not Chet.
Yeah.
Russ
listen.
is better than everybody, but he's not worth 2 future picks. Unprotected? Get out of here.
No, yeah.
Would you trade Kyrie for that?
But what do you mean? What do you, Henny? Why do you keep saying he's not worth 2 unprotected picks? What are you saying? Like trading for, like, what do you mean by that?
2 picks. It's two picks, and Fournier. His trade was 2 picks and Fournier for Russ.
Is that what you said?
Yes, that's what he said. Who you think?
I thought he was saying that the Lakers was sending the 2 picks.
No,
You're saying that we're
No.
sending Evan Fournier to. Yo, can I get this guy is you on fentanyl or something, right?
I'm
You
drunk.
on something, bro. You on a
My boy said he all fentanyl. Correct, Tom? That's what you said, right?
No, that's exactly what I said.
Okay,
Nah,
yeah.
you're on something. I thought you meant
Okay.
Russell Westbrook was being traded with 2 picks. Not we're giving 2
I'm
picks.
doing that. I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm doing that.
I want this to be clipped because the disrespect that James Harden and Russell Westbrook gets on this pod is ridiculous. So
Yo,
you
I'm
gotta
agreeing
trade
with you.
Russell
Russ
Westbrook
is good, but he's
Mr.
not worth 2
Triple-double
picks for 1
with
year.
2 draft
1
picks
year.
for
1 year.
Fournier?
He doesn't. He
Oh my lord!
he doesn't even give us a chance to get a ring. 1
What
year.
are we talking about here?
1 year.
He took the Wizards to the playoffs.
Like I said, he doesn't even give us a chance to get a ring. Did you not just hear what I said?
Yo,
You're right.
A ring.
You're right, bro. You're right.
yo.
1 year.
You sound like a Cowboy fan. I'm trying to bring you to the light.
You acting like you Tom Brady.
That's a
Russ
drunk.
ain't Tom
I seen
Brady.
him do.
Listen.
Y'all funny, son.
You guys are drunk, man.
God.
Donovan Mitchell sweepstakes continues. Shout out to Nipsey. The marathon continues. What's happening? If is it the 2 picks? Because the 2 unprotected picks, OB, it was supposed to be what? 4. The gap is supposed to be the 4 unprotected. The Knicks want to give up 2. They're asking for 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 4 with OB
and Fournier.
Fournier and who was the third? Grimes?
That's it. I know Tony's gonna do that trade because he's just ridiculous. he's talking about some next up. We talking about the real picks. Donovan Mitchell, we will give away picks for Donovan Mitchell. That makes sense.
Oh my gosh. You'll do it for Donovan, but you won't do it for us.
I won't do it for an expiring contract.
You have years. You never
right, bro.
never has anybody traded for an expiring contract. That
that's why Knicks fans are always sad at the end of the year.
I wasn't sad this year or last year. I believe in Rose.
Leon?
Okay. Yeah.
So you think Leon gonna do right now? You think Leon's playing this slow?
Leon is in the driver's seat. KD has finally committed to staying. Yeah. Now we're in the driver's seat, man. We're in the driver's seat. A couple of teams have said, "Nah, I'm backing out. I'm out of here. I don't want it no more." Yeah. Now they got a disgruntled star. Donovan Mitchell ain't saying nothing, but there's no way he's coming back to Utah. Absolutely not. He's been in every trade talk ever, and they're shopping him. He's not going back. So now we don't even have to offer them that whole many picks as they want. We could even offer that to who went out? Thunder. Thunder's going in a different direction soon. They just lost their first round pick. So
take it easy, bro. You just can't jump in ahead. Take it easy.
My fault. I apologize. But I think the Knicks definitely have the upper hand here. We got the numbers on the sweepstakes, and we're close to matching them.
So he's coming. What you thinking, Chris?
No, definitely what Henny said. The Knicks definitely have the leverage now that I think it was Cleveland who dropped out of the Donovan Mitchell sweepstakes today.
Yeah.
So, the Knicks have the leverage. Donovan Mitchell clearly wants out. They said that the Utah Jazz are trying to accelerate the trade and try to get rid of him before training camp.
Yes.
And I'm sure Donovan Mitchell, one of Donovan Mitchell's desired destination is the New York Knicks.
Yeah, his top 3 was Knicks, Nets, Nets, and Miami. We're not even talking about the Nets. That's just stupid.
Yeah, and I'm sure the Knicks in his mind is probably his top destination. I know that's probably exactly where he wants to go. He's been in New York all summer, hanging out, chilling, making appearances here and there.
With your boy IQ, him IQ's like this.
Yeah. So I think the Utah Jazz, they're gonna make the move. They're probably gonna have to settle for a little less than what they want. Hopefully, because we don't want the Knicks giving up the farm to get.
I mean, they shouldn't have to right now too. I mean,
yeah, absolutely not.
Right.
What would it look like if they was to get like Jordan Clarkson too? You think they're just gonna they just gonna get like Donovan Mitchell, or you think other players might come back with him?
I think they have to throw in like Rudy Gay or something.
I think Jordan Clarkson is going to be on the move. Jordan Clarkson is a really good player. He needs to be on a championship contending team. He is a certified bucket 6 man of the year. Jordan Clarkson needs to be on a contending team. I don't think Jordan Clarkson has any intentions on staying with the Utah Jazz for long. So, and I'm sure he's going to make that clear with the front office, and I'm sure they're going to try to make the best decision for him. And Utah's just they're just going to continue to build. Right. They're going to get another pick, get more picks.
Yeah.
Get some more assets, and they'll be good.
I mean, who you think should go get Jordan Clarkson, Tony?
I would love to see him on the Knicks. I would love to see Jordan Clarkson.
I think if Jordan Clarkson comes on, and if we get him, but that would be great. I'm thinking more like Golden State. for like a pick or so.
It would
Maybe.
cost too much.
Yeah.
Cost who too much for a pick?
Golden State.
I think Jordan.
I think they got too many guards. They got too many guards to
Golden State.
Jordan.
Golden State's not giving up a pick for a 30-year-old 6-man. And they already have Jordan Poole.
Yeah. And Moses.
Yeah.
Moses.
But what contender would he go to?
Clippers.
I was about to say the Clippers as well. I was about
Clippers?
to say the same thing.
Yeah. They don't have it. They don't have a just a bucket getter. They got a bunch of utility
they also
guys.
don't have no picks.
So 30-20, 30-01. Give up that.
I think Denver probably. How about Denver?
Y'all didn't even hear my joke. I said 30-01. 3001. That's all right.
Yeah, you can keep that.
Uh,
I got a.
I like
got
that.
something I want
I
to
like
share with
that.
you guys. Tell me what you think.
Damn.
Pending no more trades are made, I think the Utah Jazz make the playoffs this year.
Anyway,
guys
we're
sold
looking
me.
for a fourth host. We're taking applications now. We're looking for a fourth
Yo,
host.
we're taking
Anybody?
applications.
We're taking applications. This is the last day.
Last day.
I will officially fire somebody. I've been firing people all week. I would officially fire somebody.
Yo, what is do you
guys
hear
sold
this
me on
take?
something, right?
Go ahead.
Hear
Go
him
ahead.
out. Hear him out. Hear him out.
Yeah, let's listen to this.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
We'll
ahead.
give you a chance.
Now, I've kind of been thinking about it a lot the last few days.
Stop
or
thinking.
recently.
But keep going.
So Damian Lillard, you guys say every time he plays, he takes his team to the playoffs.
Okay.
So my thing is, why don't we give Mitchell the chance to see if he can do that with Utah? I don't know if you guys know anything about their roster. I doubt you do. They have a 7-1 big man who's arguably the second best big man in the draft this year that they got from Minnesota. That's how it's blank. I can't
That's
say
how
anything.
that's
But
a bit.
I think you give him the opportunity and see what he could do.
Boy.
I think you give him the opportunity and see what he could do. I don't believe in just giving up a 25 point per game career scorer guard.
25 years old.
25 years old. Their core is young. You know what I mean? They can use those draft picks and go get another young player, and they'll have the best young core in the league.
Okay, Tone. I'll play with you. I'll play with you. So they got a lot of picks from.
It's nothing to play.
Listen. They got a lot of picks from T-Wolves, right? If they go ahead and go trade that package for who though? Like for who? Who would they bring alongside? For let's say they trade.
No,
they trade.
He said pending no more trades. With
Yeah.
the roster they have
Pending-
right now.
pending-
You can't play with
no
him,
more
Norm.
trades.
You can't play with
Let
him.
me just add this.
Can't help.
Were the Utah Jazz higher than the Timberwolves this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it be out of the realm to predict that they could be higher than the Timberwolves this upcoming season?
Yes. Out of the realm.
Why?
Like
Why?
Because they lost their son.
Why?
because they lost a lot of players, and Timberwolves have a better
They
team.
didn't lose a
better
lot
players.
of players. They didn't
They
lose
lost.
a lot
All
of
right, hold on.
players.
The players they lost, right, and the players that they gained,
They
The
didn't
net
lose
positive
any
there.
players.
they lost Rudy Gobert.
That's the only player they lost.
And I know
That's a
his
lot.
plus
That's
I
a
know his
three-time
plus minus is crazy.
3-time defensive player of the year. That's a lot. That's not a lot. That's a lot. You lost that.
That's like losing Draymond.
But we agreed that he didn't necessarily impact winning.
No, we didn't agree.
No, we didn't agree that.
Oh, we
You
didn't.
did.
That was just me. That was
Just you.
Mhm. We
Okay.
never agreed to
So,
that.
so I agreed with myself
Correct.
that he didn't necessarily impact winning. So if you trade him to a team that was in the playoffs and we were in the playoffs already, why can't we make the playoffs again?
I think
Dame does
Donovan
it all the
Mitchell is
time.
probably good enough to make the playoffs with this roster. Nah. I don't think Donovan Mitchell is a number one. I think he's a number two, or even I think he's a number two. I don't
Rudy
think he's
Gobert.
If Dame was
Rudy
on the
Gobert
team,
was
would they make the
barely.
playoffs?
Go ahead, Henry.
Dame,
If Dame was on this team, would they make the playoffs?
statistically speaking,
Yes.
They make the playoffs with anybody.
Yes or no?
He's been doing it.
I'm not giving.
Okay,
I'm not saying.
cool.
I'm saying.
So are you
he's
saying
not.
like that Donovan Mitchell and Dame
So
is comparable?
So I'm going with that.
Dame and
Yes.
Donovan Mitchell is comparable.
Yes. Donovan Mitchell is now going to have volume where he can just shoot
He's been having
whenever
that.
he wants to.
He's been having that. What are you
Yeah.
saying?
Now he has more.
Nah, he don't pass.
He's been doing that. His field goal
gonna pass
percentage
to
is
Rudy.
atrocious.
I don't think
His
it's.
field goal percentage is atrocious.
I don't think it's atrocious.
Okay.
I
We'll
think-
revisit this when they make the playoffs.
If he's still
Bro,
there.
what are you saying?
I don't think he's going to get traded. I don't think it makes sense to trade him. He's 25 years old. He averages 25 points a game.
They just
They
don't
have a
build
young-
around
But
him.
they're building.
they're trading him for picks, who a younger player.
Right.
And you know how I feel about picks in years. That's minus.
44.
That's
44% from the field.
That's Russ.
how much he shoot.
That's Russ numbers.
He takes 20 and a half shots a game.
But he makes 44, so he's
So that's
20
like
and a half.
what, 8?
How much he
9?
makes?
9? 8.5 buckets a game? So he take 20 shots and make 8.5.
11. Yeah, about 8. Yeah, I'm assuming.
Dame takes 19 shots a game.
And what he shoot?
Well, he took 19 this year, but this year didn't count. He
What'd
shot
he do the
20
year before?
last year. He shot 19.9, shot 45%.
What?
How much? How many does he make? That meant to ask. He takes 20.
Said Dame shot
22.
45, so that's 9. That's 9 shots.
He makes
That's
9.
9 shots. So that's Tony's analytics is adding up.
Dame averaged 30 though.
Ooh. What he shoot from 3?
That hurt.
Wait, what did Donovan shoot from 3? Henny looking at
I'm not-
Donovan.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not looking at it.
what did Dame
Tell you
shoot
right
from
now.
3?
I got it. Dame shot 40. He shot 35.
Not bad.
Oh, you get 30 points though.
I mean, he ain't no Patrick Beverly, but he's all right.
Patrick Beck.
Yeah, that's the difference though. It's a 3-point shooting.
That's the difference
Yeah, that's the difference.
on paper,
That's the difference.
but it's more.
Look, I agree with you. I don't think too highly of Dame, and
What?
it's possible. I said I
Yeah.
don't think highly of Dame. Not enough accomplishments for me, but it's possible. I can see the resemblance of him and Donovan Mitchell.
You got the yeah. We gonna skate way off of this topic because this guy is about to have me catch a titty attack.
His mask is too tight.
His mask is too tight.
It's not. It's snug.
It's stuck.
That's too tight.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. All right, man. I got a couple questions, man.
Enough with the questions.
Got more questions.
Okay.
Who goes first? Randall, Tibbs, or Leon? Who goes first? Henny.
Pending the roster is constructed the same way as it is, and we don't have a good, successful 20 games, I think everybody still stays.
Really?
Yeah, it's the roster is how it is. They cleared up a lot of cap space to get a star, and I think until they get a star and then stop succeeding, then there will be moves. But until if the roster is what it is,
All right, so
it's just development of these younger players. That's all.
All right, so if they're 10-10, and if they're 10-10, you feel like, or 9-10,
9-10,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like change is coming?
No, I don't think so. I think they still
Chris?
stay the same.
So I don't think the only person here I see going is Randall, And that's contingent on his performance. I think it depends. If he has a nice bounce back year, I think the Knicks play well. And I think everybody keeps their job. I feel like if Randall struggles, I feel like they're going to try to find a way to get rid of him before the trade deadline, for sure. But he's the only person here I see them getting rid of. To be honest, I just think I personally believe he's going to have a bounce back year. I feel like he had a good year with the Knicks. He had an off year last year. A lot was going on. A lot was going on with everybody. So I feel like, give him another chance. I feel like he's going to play well this year. He shot terrible from the field. Still had, decent numbers, but
usage was terrible.
Right. Yeah. Usage was terrible.
No point guard.
For sure. Right. Exactly. So they have a point guard this year, which is why I expect him to be a lot better. That's another reason why I expect him to be a lot better. He won't be in a lot of the situations he was in last year. So yeah, again, he's the only person I see here that's going to be like. He's the only person I see there that's to be expendable. Like and it's all dependent on his performance.
I mean, Leon Rose. He made a few decisions last offseason that kind of cost the Knicks the season, right? So he pays Noel $12 million. Noel doesn't play, and then he trades him this season. Pays Burke. Burke plays 70-something games, starts,
trades
him. He picks up Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker's gone halfway throughout the season. Gone. Gives Evan Fournier 4 years, $80 million.
Now he's on the trade block.
But look,
hold on, I'm not done. He extended Julius 4 years, 117. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of those moves, they either reversed it or in the process of doing something about it right now.
Okay.
How is it not Leon? Why is Leon not getting a lot of the blame here?
Okay, look. So first of all, Kemba Walker, we got him for pennies on the dollar because who is it? Thunder are paying him his contract. He was bought out and we got him for cheap. And that was a let's see what happens type of deal. Alec Burke was thrown into the situation. He was playing utility. He was playing out of position because we didn't have a point guard. Him, Kimba, and Rose were out. So Alec Burke just had to do what he had to do. Nerlens Noel, he's one of the reasons why we made the playoffs. So he deserved that contract. That shows other teams that you do what you got to do. We're going to pay you. That's all that shows. So that was another good move. With Randall, he definitely deserved that contract because nobody thought he was going to do that. We drafted Obi because we thought that this was it for Randall, but he proved us wrong. He deserved that contract. So those moves were made out of things that happened before, and they were well deserved. And
okay, then with that,
Randall,
okay, keep going.
Randall had we also got Fournier for cheap. I think
cheap?
The regime
who was going to get Fournier $18-20 million a year.
All for the season he had before. I think
came off the bench with Boston. What are you saying?
We gave him.
No, he was in
yes,
Orlando.
he did. No, he got traded from Orlando to Boston at the trade deadline and came off the bench.
We gave him a little extra, but he was our best shooter. It's not our fault. It's not our fault. Our coach doesn't know how to play the rotations.
That was where I was going next. So you saying that Leon Rose, those moves was cool with you, but then he gave the cooks to the chef, and the chef ain't chef it up right. Here's
the thing with Tibbs though. With Tibbs, he likes to play the older guys. He does like the young guys. Hey, who didn't draft this year? Rose. He didn't draft anybody, so everybody should be playing.
What do you think, Tone? Think it's a Tibbs? I mean, he just defended Leon Rose from my points, but then I felt like you throwing Tibbs in the under the bus when you do that. Think, Tone?
Yeah, I agree. I think Leon Rose. what Henny said is the reason that players are gonna want to come because of Leon Rose. He showed commitment. He showed if you come and do your job, I'll take care of you type thing. But at the end of the day, I think if the Knicks start off bad, you got to get rid of Tibbs. Mike D'Antoni's still a free agent. And I always bring up Mike D'Antoni because it's important to bring up Mike D'Antoni. If you guys don't know, the oldest player on the Knicks right now is 33. That's Derrick Rose. Mm-hmm. They have a bunch of players who are 26 and younger. A bunch of them. You know who likes players like that? Mike D'Antoni. Run. You know what wins games? Putting the ball in the hoop more than other teams. Right? Very simple. They got Fournier, who's a shooter. They got RJ, who can be a playmaker. They got Julius, who's a big, who can also be a playmaker. And you got Brunson, who can be a play. I don't know how Brunson would look in a Mike D'Antoni system. Yeah. Probably pick and roll to death. Actually, he might be pretty good, just pick and roll to death. But Mike D'Antoni's the guy for this job. You got, oh my gosh, quickly with Mike D'Antoni would just
flourish.
Would look ridiculous. You know, you got Obi with Mike D'Antoni, ridiculous. You remember Amari Stoudemire? Like it's those type of things that the player, the personnel for the players,
right on cue.
All that stuff matters.
What's your take on this combo, Chris?
I agree with Tony saying. I mean, when I think about it now,
Tibbs.
I mean, yeah. If you're gonna look at it at the standpoint of not playing your young guys, you gotta get them out there. It's like, you know, this is a youthful league. You can't sit there and not play these young kids, and you gotta play them. And I agree. If Tibbs goes, Mike, I like what Tony said. Mike D'Antoni would do some things with this Knicks roster, I believe, with this youth, with this athleticism. I feel like they could look pretty special in a Mike D'Antoni system. Look at this.
I'm a defensive minded fan. I love to see defense more than offense.
Yeah,
minded because defense wins games.
Because he can't score.
I mean, listen. Tibbs was the coach of the year 2 years ago. He got these players. He told everybody, yo, Kemba Walker is not it. He's washed. He knew before anybody he was done.
Yeah, look it up in the press conference. They was asking each other, I don't know, let's see what Tibbs do.
Exactly.
He gonna play.
Exactly. He knew.
Kemba had some moments this year though.
He did.
Yeah.
He did after not playing 20 games straight.
And I mean, that was his ego that dragged him. That was his ego. After it settled,
what Mike D'Antoni does though is he increases the value of the players on your team. That's really what he's gonna do. He's gonna make Obi look like he's an all-star, and then if he doesn't pan out, we trade him somewhere. PJ Tucker, nobody knew PJ Tucker before he started playing with D'Antoni. Clint Capella, got Clint Capella paid. Like nobody knew these guys before they started playing with Mike. Now you give them Obi, you give them quickly. They'll probably look like all-stars. You don't want them, ship them.
No, I do believe he'll put them in the best positions to succeed. I really do. With this roster, I think so.
So we keeping Randall, we're getting rid of Tibbs, and Leon moves is cool. I don't understand that.
What you see? You the Knicks fan.
I see it being Leon Rose's fault too.
Yeah, like he said his point. He ripped Leon Rose from top to bottom.
Yeah.
It was a reason for everything.
You defended it.
It was a reason for everything.
Yeah, you defended it, but I'm saying I don't know if I agree with that, but I mean, Julius Randle.
The only thing I can agree with you is the Fournier. But I feel like that's a Tibbs thing because it's like when you see a player having 30 and then having 0 in 3 quarters, sit him. He shouldn't be playing 30 minutes. Sit him. And that's a Tibbs fault. That's not Leon Rose's fault.
I mean, I would say Tibbs' rotations is god awful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like his
Taj Gibson standing up to go to the sub line. There's no reason he should be doing that ever in his life.
It just be the fact that he plays. I
don't care what the score is.
It's the substitution patterns. They don't change. They don't fluctuate.
Yeah,
They're the
no
same.
Adjustments.
There's no adjustments, right?
Just imagine if Rose was here more.
Oh my God, his knees would have been gone.
I think Rose was ready to play, but they just didn't play him because they wanted to.
Rose is not getting you to a championship at this point in his career.
Nah, don't you
I agree. Don't tell that to Tibbs though.
Yeah, don't tell Tibbs.
He still thinks it's 2013.
Right, exactly.
But Tibbs could coach his behind off, right? Defensively, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's why he had the most success as a assistant coach.
Oh, he had a coach of the year.
Yeah,
he did not have the most. I mean, he won.
He won a ring. He won a ring. Come on, stop it.
We need to get Mike D'Antoni in New York. I'm looking at these
Not
OB
again.
highlights, and oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
To Tibbs' credit, though, he
just
did
looks
have
so
the Bulls were the
good.
number one team in the NBA. Let's not forget.
He won a ring.
Yeah, no, he's more
assistant.
successful. He's more successful as a assistant coach because he won a ring. Okay, cool. But what I'm saying to you is that the Knicks was holding teams under 100 points when they were the fourth seed, right?
Well, Elfrid Payton, one of my favorite Knicks guards.
And then last year, right, he won 37 games with this roster, right? The Pelicans won 36 games. They were in the play-in, right? I mean, they were in the playoffs, right? Like they're I feel like Tibbs probably does the best it just be Tibbs rotation. That's what kills me. But
Yeah,
other than rotation,
you can't leave out.
I feel like he does.
details.
He does.
I feel like
Fournier
Fournier would be worth the money if he was played right. Like if he's having a bad game, take him out, please.
The
Don't
accountability.
make him keep playing.
It'd be the accountability. Be the accountability for me. Like we just let Randall do anything last season.
That's because we ain't had no choice. Who else would you rather rock with the ball?
RJ.
Especially after the year he
I
had.
agree. I
After the
agree.
year he had, they was giving him the ball.
I
The
agree.
year before, they were giving him the ball.
I think RJ this season, if he's here,
What you mean by that?
What you mean by that?
you know, they're talking about, you know, Grimes or RJ. They're talking about, you know, including RJ into the Donovan Mitchell trade and stuff like that.
That's the Jazz. They putting that out there.
Like
That's the Jazz camp. They just trying to ruin us. They trying to ruin us. So
I feel
bad.
like RJ is the truth, man. I mean, two-way player. He can shoot, he can do all that. But I feel like he's gonna take another step.
Still
this season.
growing.
Still growing.
Absolutely.
Getting
Still
better
growing.
every year.
Getting better every year.
That's all you asked for from a player. And he wants to be here. Don't ruin that, Jazz. Stop it.
He does want to be here. 100% want to be here. But man, last but not least, not even last but not least, I don't know when we've been going for a little bit. But I really want to talk about the impact of Chet's injury. It's playing in the pro-am, playing against LeBron and everything. It's all dope. It's cool. But my man out for the year. Number 2 draft pick. Out for the year. Like, if you Sam Presti, what you doing, honey? What you doing? If you Sam Presti, what you doing?
I'm definitely tanking. I mean, I've been doing it. And what's another year, right? what's another year? But if I feel like one of my older players may be a little disgruntled, and I think he's as good as Donovan Mitchell, I'll probably go talk to the Knicks, get some more picks, and see if I can get me one of them deals that them Jazz boys got over there. Give me some
More
picks and
picks.
some picks and some young players. If you're gonna get that for Donovan Mitchell, I want it too.
What player you talking about that OKC has?
Shea.
Think he's good as Donovan Mitchell?
Yeah.
No, he don't. He doesn't have the. He hasn't been in the playoffs. He's not tried and tested. Donovan's tested. I don't think he's a top 15 player, but he's higher than Shea. Why not?
Yeah, because he has a team. You don't think Shea in the same situation would make the playoffs too?
I mean, this is Shea's what? Second team or third team?
He
Second.
didn't have a vet on that team.
You're right, but
Their average age is probably like 26.
But why would I want to put that player? I'd rather Donovan Mitchell. But outside of, what you thinking, Chris? Outside of that,
I would like to go after Shea too. I mean, that would be nice. I wouldn't give him the edge over Donovan Mitchell as of yet. I agree with Dawn with that. I think Donovan Mitchell has been, he's been through a lot more. He's been battle tested. He's been to the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's done a lot. He's done not a lot more, but he's done a little more than
he's done a
Shai.
lot more. He's done a lot.
But Shai is on his way up though. Let's not discredit that. He's on his way up. He was with that Clippers team. He went to OKC and he's been playing really well since he's been over there in OKC. I think 19 points a game. He started with he's like 25 points, 6 assists around there. But this injury, OKC is going downhill. This is not downhill, but they need to tank. try to get what they can in the draft. Like it's a wash year for them. They just lost their number 1 pick in the draft.
There goes that development.
Yeah, it's pretty much over for them this year. I mean, they have a lot of youth over there. They could try, but I just think it would be smart. They are not winning an NBA championship this year, so you might as well get the best of what you can. But I think Shai is going to want out from OKC after this.
After this?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if I'm him, I would want out. Or maybe not. Maybe he just wants to
ball out.
He could ball out and get paid from OKC. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about right now. At this,
Shai played in playoffs in 2019 and 2020,
but not as the best player, bro. Not as the number 1 option or the number 2 option or the number 3 option.
I just want to add that you've said multiple times that Donovan Mitchell is not a number 1 option. Just want to think like that.
He's not a number 1 option.
All right, cool. So don't. So
how is he not as good? Wait, hold on. We got one. We got one. He's up here. How is he not as good? I don't get it.
What? He's not. Is okay. Here you go. Is Shea an all-star?
Don't ask a question
that I know the answer to.
Don't ask a question when he asks you a question. Answer the question.
Well, he asked me.
I said, how is he not as good?
Okay, because he's not an all-star. Boom. He's not an all-star. He's never been an all-star. He hasn't even been close. Okay. So that's why. Moving on.
He's been close. They thought about him when it was an injury.
Y'all think players still gonna be playing in these pro-am games?
Absolutely.
I think so. I mean, see, for me, I don't think it's smart for these rookies to play in pro-ams. You trying to get paid. Brown is a billionaire. Brown could go play there. Brown could get hurt. Brown could twist his ankle. Brown is still getting this money.
Yeah, if I'm a rookie,
you trying to get there.
If I'm a rookie in the NBA and I'm hearing I'm about to play against LeBron before the season starts, I'm in there. I'm in there. And look, and this is another thing too. I didn't know about this, but the crossover is a place where the NBA says it's okay to play in.
Right.
Yeah, I never knew that was a thing that the NBA has tournaments that are okay to play in.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So that's new to me, and since the NBA season is okay with it, why not?
So I would assume it's.
Let's elaborate.
No, go ahead, Tony.
Let's elaborate on that point. So the NBA says that it's okay to play in that tournament. What do you honestly think?
I'm fine with them playing.
You think it's okay?
Yeah, development. I think it's development.
So this is a point that I keep highlighting on, and I promise you it's going to happen. Me as the owner of an NBA team, if my players are going out to play in these events that don't mean anything, I have a problem with that.
Yeah, it's risky. I agree. I agree with that.
I mean, Mark
And that's
Cuban
why I
always had a
asked you,
problem with
what
that.
do you think? I said, what do you think about them sanctions, like being okay with playing in these crossover AMs, and some of them they're not okay with, but some of them they are okay with. Like, the honest thought as being an owner on the board is like, yo, all these games are just as risky as the others.
Yeah, no matter
and you're not bringing me any return on my investment. You're not helping me sell shirts. You're not helping me bring tickets to the game.
The ones that are sanctioned, you most likely can watch them on the NBA app. And you know who gets PC of that? The owners.
And then, like, you have other players who are playing overseas in FIBA basketball, like Luka, Jokic. You know what I mean? Like, they're building their brand.
They don't show that on NBA. They don't show that on the NBA.
Yeah, but they're building their brand even bigger, to the point that now the NBA is becoming more international, more global. Who gets paid off of that? The NBA.
So like, that part is the money aspect. But as a fan, like, I like to see it. I just want to see LeBron just show up and just play basketball. Yeah. I'm not an owner. I'm more closer to being a fan than owner.
What do you think is gonna happen though? What do you think is gonna be the fallout?
You love basketball. These players are still gonna play. Like, it's nothing's gonna happen. Paul George ripped his leg off in playing USA basketball. How many people dropped out? One person. One. That's it. They love basketball. They're gonna play. This doesn't stop them from playing basketball.
Right.
But you being the owner of the Indiana Pacers, you get a call saying that your best player just broke his leg.
I'm not an owner, but
I would be upset. What do you say on the other?
He's upset, but he's one person. He's one owner. It's millions of fans. People still don't play.
I also think it depends the position your team is in. I feel like OKC is not in a position to win any. They're not in a position where anybody has any high expectations for them next year. So the owner's not going to be. Is the owner going to be like, oh my god, really?
Damn, he's hurt. Yeah,
he's hurt.
He just lost 1 year of development.
But I get it though. I think in general playing in these program games are risky. Even if the players aren't playing hard, it's still a risk on the players themselves for their career, for themselves. You know,
they can get hurt in preseason.
But you don't think they're gonna stop playing in program games?
No,
Chris?
I don't think so. Not at all. This has been going on for years.
It's fun.
Players playing Rucker Park. They're playing Dykeman. Like they play outside in parks. Like
we've never really heard someone gotten injured though. That's what I'm saying. Like, someone legitimately is out for a season for playing a pickup game on television.
It's happened before.
Well, it happens all the time.
They didn't stop the game.
They didn't stop the game. DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins with Klay Thompson.
Yeah. DeMarcus Cousins tore his ACL. DeMarcus Cousins tore his ACL playing pickup.
Really?
You don't remember Klay Thompson injured himself when he was recovering? He injured himself again, and he didn't come back for a whole season.
But he was in practice though. He was on the.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point. You could get injured
but that's
anywhere.
Not the same, right? That's like it's if you are on company's time, getting hurt on company's time and getting hurt on your own time is not the same.
They don't get paid for practice. They get paid for games.
Bro, it's in your contract for you to come to practice. If you don't go to practice, you get fined
for it. Yeah.
Okay, so which means you get paid to practice. Which means you get paid to go. Because if you don't go, you have to pay them. What are you saying?
You don't get paid to go to practice.
That's not, bro. So you don't get paid. You don't get paid.
You get fined for parking bad. You get paid to park there? You get fined for parking bad.
So, Henny, so you're saying that the NBA do not pay players to go to go to practice. So
no, they do not. They
pay
for games.
Henny,
you cannot record games. You cannot record games. So how they going to pay you for practice?
Bro, you get paid. You sound like Brandon Marshall saying that nobody nobody gets paid on the team. Bro, what are you saying? They obviously get paid to go to practice. They get paid for a bunch of different things. You get game checks, but it's in your contracts to get paid to do certain things. You think they just get paid just to play basketball on a game day? That's crazy.
Just like going to talk to media is a part of their contract.
Exactly. Going to do community service is a part of their contract.
Yeah.
NBA cares.
Have to do.
That is nuts.
Certain things they got to do.
Yo,
they get paid for all of that.
Chris, this guy and this guy today?
Oh man.
Listen, who y'all taking, man? Who y'all taking? Giannis. I'm gonna fix this. Don't worry about it. Who y'all taking, Giannis or Jokic? We having this conversation because they're both playing in the they were playing in FIBA. And Giannis, Jokic got the best of them. So it just got us to thinking. I mean, who are you taking? Taking the back-to-back 2-time MVP, or you taking the other back-to-back 2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP, champion? Tone, you ain't talk last time. I'll start with you.
Yeah,
Chris want to go. He's thirsty.
This one is pretty simple. I don't even like. It shouldn't even take much. It shouldn't take much thought. Giannis is just by far the more superior player than Joker.
Talking my language. You talking my language?
You gotta like Joker will never win a Defensive Player of the Year ever. Giannis has won it and won 2 MVPs. I think we can just leave it there. I don't think there's much more to discuss after that. Scoring, rebounding, passing, like we can be technical about it, but just the fact that Giannis can do everything and he's a elite defender, like I don't even know what else there is to discuss about it.
Elite. What you think, Coach?
Yeah.
See how I called you Coach? Because I want to hear about your basketball analysis, Coach.
Well, for me, I'd have to agree with Tony. I'm going with Giannis. It wasn't, but for me, it wasn't easy though. It wasn't easy. But what gives Giannis the edge is the defense. For me, it's 2 things: it's the defense and it's the motor. I feel like Giannis is going 110, give you 110% all game. Joker, I feel like, he'll probably get a little tired here and there because of his size. He's not fast. So, but I feel like Giannis' motor, along with the edge on defense, is what's gonna make me go with Giannis. Go with Giannis. But it's not an easy decision. Like Joker, I wouldn't be mad at somebody for taking Joker, like at all. Like
so,
I would.
Henny?
I'm definitely taking Joker. Absolutely. He's just the more skilled player. And who else didn't win a Defensive Player of the Year? LeBron James. Yeah, LeBron James didn't win it. I'm good with not having a Defensive Player of the Year. Okay. Is he still not more skilled than a lot of these players who play defense? Can he cook these defensive players? Did he cook the Defensive Player of the Year? Yeah, he did. So I'm good with that. I'm definitely good with that.
I thought it was a rhetorical question.
He said, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
So I'm definitely taking Joker over Giannis. It's you could go with either or, but yeah, give me Joker. If I had to pick, I'm taking Joker.
I get it.
The same guy that Draymond Green locked up.
I mean, Draymond said he ain't lock him up. Draymond said that,
he really did. He really did.
Nah, it's not about what Draymond said. It's about what we all saw. That was him just being
refs were not giving him no calls, boy.
Stop.
Draymond was, you see how Draymond plays defense? He tackles people.
Oh boy, here we go.
So let me ask you a question. You think if Giannis, if the Bucks would have played the Warriors in the finals, who do you think would have won that? Chris Middleton.
Wait, hold on. Time out real quick. These are Joker's numbers.
Yeah. I didn't have to look it up because I was going to bring that up. I didn't need to look it up.
He averaged 31 and 13.
He locked him up. Get out of here.
Weird.
He was tired.
31 and 13.
In that series?
And that's
And 6 assists is good because look who he was passing it to.
What
This guy.
What do you shoot?
Splits. Let me see.
That's what it boils down to.
Hold on.
Yo, Jokic. Jokic is
So good.
Hold on. It's not showing it. Hold on.
Jokic was having a hard time against Draymond. I'll just say that. I watched all the
Hard
games.
time.
I'm a Golden State fan. He had a hard time.
Who was his sub? Who was Joker's sub?
doesn't matter. We're not talking about his sub. We're talking about who he was playing against.
He's overweight. Of course he's tired. And of course Draymond's gonna get the best of him.
What?
He's overweight.
Draymond couldn't do that to Giannis.
Couldn't do that to Giannis.
He's more athletic.
What's his numbers, Chris?
Hold on. I'm trying. I was looking up the wrong.
I'm trying to know
He
that.
shot
I want to know the field goal
Oh
percentage.
my god!
Like what
Oh
he
my
shoot?
God.
He shot 51%, 52, 51.9.
Yeah, get out of here, man. Get out of here with that. He locked up an overweight center. Come on. He locked up an overweight center.
He said he
Stop
locked him up. He averaged 31, 13, and shooting 52%.
Come on, man.
From the perimeter. He's doing everything. All right, yo.
Wait. I was wrong.
What?
Ooh, is it lower?
It gotta be lower.
He shot 57% from the field.
Yeah. Good night. Good night. Stop it. Please stop it.
That was the
Please
average
stop it.
from all his playoff series.
All? Come on, man.
From the series, all the series in his career.
That's
But in
crazy.
that particular series,
In that
Shot
particular series, he averaged 31 points per game, 13.2 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 1.6 steals, 1 block.
No dunks.
57% from the field.
he shot from 3.
27.
I believe it.
I'll take it.
27%.
You had to find something. Okay.
I
He
had to
shot
find
27%.
something.
You had to find something.
I had to find
Okay. He
something.
shot 20. What's Giannis?
He took 3 shots.
What's Giannis?
Giannis what? Oh,
3
stats
point
this
percentage.
playoffs?
No, 3-point. That's all I care about. I already know his stats. I want those.
What did he
3
shoot? What did he shoot in what in which series?
What series?
He played 2 of them.
Anyone. I don't care. I don't care. Give me anyone.
Hold on.
I'm taking Giannis too, though, bro. All right.
You can't go wrong here. You
No.
really can't go wrong here.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. I'll take that back. I'm taking Joker. I'm taking Joker.
You don't want to hit a 3-point percentage first?
I do. What is it?
What was Joker's?
27.
27. Yeah, give me that.
22. But this is
It's
that
a
was
series.
Joker. Nah, this not the series. This is the entire throughout the entire playoffs. Remember, Giannis went further than Joker.
That's true.
Joker only had 1 series
That's true.
to judge.
But I would take Joker because he's. I feel like Joker is easier to build around than Giannis.
This is also a thing too. I just switched their teams this year. How do you think they would have did?
I think they both probably would have been. I think Giannis would have willed his team to a top 3 seed.
No,
I don't know.
I've
Not
never
with
seen him
the
do that.
not with
I
the
think
whole without
they would've
skill.
been-
How is his whole? Everybody's gonna be looking at him.
Yeah,
Everybody's gonna be looking at him.
What are you
I think they
talking
would have been
about?
He goes one direction.
So
Who's he
what?
passing? Who's he
that's,
passing?
yo, you know what? That's a good
Joker's
point.
also he gets his team more involved.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So
But-
I don't know if Giannis would.
I don't think Giannis has the skill to do what Joker has.
So Giannis is getting his team to the
Okay.
playoffs. What y'all talking about? Giannis is.
Yeah, I
the
agree with
best-
you. He's that good. He's that
Yeah,
good to
so
get
what are
to
you
the
saying?
playoffs.
Yeah, they
But is
probably
he-
higher than the 6th seed.
I don't know.
You know
about
why?
that. Not with this
You know
team.
why?
Not with no other help.
You know why? Because he also impacts the game on the other side of the court. That's why. Because same way he impacts the game on the offensive side, he impacts the game on the other side of the court. You got me arguing against myself now. No, but
what he's saying is that Giannis has a better team. So if you give Joker, Chris Middleton, and Drew Holiday, that's probably one of the best teams in the East. Actually.
You give them those players, yes, right? They're awesome, right? But you also have to remember is that Giannis covers up for everybody on defense. The reason why the Milwaukee Bucks,
he's not going to score.
Hold on. The reason why Milwaukee Bucks is a top defensive team is because of Giannis, right? So
agreed.
My thing is that falls off tremendously. Because
it doesn't make sense.
You're putting a player who is not as good as the other player that you are bringing in on defense, but is going to have the same offensive impact. It's just going to look different. That's it. It's going to look different, but they're still going to be putting up the same numbers. Huh?
What are you talking about? Offensively, Joker is way ahead of Giannis.
It's going to look different. He's going to offensively what Joker is going to do on the Milwaukee Bucks is look. It's just offensively is going to look different. They're going to put up the same numbers.
Okay,
but defensively, that's where the fall off is going to be. It's not going to be a fall off or a jump. It's not going to be a far jump that Joker is going to elevate the Milwaukee Bucks. But the fall off defensively is going to be big. That's my point.
What you're saying is correct, but Drew Holiday is one of the best defensive guards in the league. So he makes that team. He makes that team better, not just Giannis.
He does, but Giannis Go ahead.
So if you keep one of the best defensive guards on that team with Chris Middleton, who's averaging 20 points a game, with Joker, who's averaging probably what he averaged last year, probably 30 and 13. Yeah, that makes sense. Joker didn't have any of that on Denver this year. He didn't have a Drew Holiday or a Chris Middleton.
I agree, and they're actually two good defenders as well.
So if Giannis is less skilled, I don't think Giannis can take that team as far as Joker did.
I think they go.
I've never seen him do it.
I think they go further.
Okay.
You go further. I think they're further than 6. I think Giannis is gonna will his team further than 6. But that's neither near nor here. What's going on here, people?
Technical difficulties.
I know technical difficulties. We here with it. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the pod. Episode 12. This is what you wasn't even here for the last episode.
That's why I still scratched it out. Episode 12.
Episode 12.
Always prepared, baby.
You got anything to say to the people, Henny?
Yes, I do. Hi, I'm Henderson Bell. That's Coach Chris. That's Tony. And that's HB the Realtor. And this was episode 12. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate that. I want you to comment, like, subscribe, share with your grandma, share with your grandpa, share with the bodega guy, share with the ox, share with your pastor, share with everybody. Please get us out here. We're trying to get more subs, more followers, and all that. We appreciate all the love that we getting so far. Episode 12 down in the books. And we are out of here.
I don't need no comments.
Let's take a photo.
I don't care what they say. Time and place, we talk about it. Last night I was wildin'. Made 2K over 2K. It's a new day and I'm back to problem. Bank account be crowded. By next June, need 5 rooms, soundproof. Watch them doubt it. Hey, they try to talk me out of it. she don't even know.
Chris, you ready? Take a picture?
Hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing.
Yeah, we can still take a picture.
No one should be talking. Eyes on podium. No one should be talking. Keep your eyes on the podium.